I'm just gonna go back to my recliner now.
The kingdom was quiet until a maniac showed up.
Yo, yo, what up? ¿Qué pasas in my young ex-parawe salvete? What is going on? What is going on? So today I've got season 1, episode 2 of House of the... Oh, episode 3. We're already up to the third episode of House of the Dragon. And I'll do a reaction on that for us now. And a bit of a response as well. So last episode, I do recall that Daemon Targaryen took over Dragonstone. And in the semi-climax, the King's Hand went out to, he was named Hightower, I believe was the guy's name. And he went out to confront Daemon Targaryen and Daemon's soldiers there at Dragonstone. And of course, unbeknownst to everybody, Rhaenyra decided to tag along and show up on her dragon. And so she actually becomes kind of a really cool turning point there just because of who she is and the fact that she has a dragon. And so she just walks right up through, the soldiers there, and Daemon just hands her back the other dragon egg. So it was really kind of a cool little jacking for position, power play type stuff going on there. So that was neat. Well played. It was well done. And yeah, so now we're on the next step. I do recall another big point was that the king named Alicent Hightower, the daughter of the Hand of the King, as his betrothed wife. So he's going to marry her. So that put the other fellow who had the fleets, I can't remember the guy's name. He's played by the African American gentleman. That guy went over to Daemon and decided that he wanted to ally with Daemon. So we've got all this jockeying for position, neck and neck, and we're moving and shaking, and everybody's trying to get ahead of each other, and it's interesting. So we'll see. Who knows? You never know how it's all going to play out, right? So season 1, episode 3, House of the Dragon. Here we go.
Save me!
It's a bad day. Poor dummy. Ah. Oh, it is Daemon. Wow. There's one hay of a big dragon. This is what I was hoping to see in Game of Thrones. I mean, if you're going to do the dragons, I mean, why would you in House of the Dragon you want to see more dragons? Why doesn't everybody ride dragons?
2 years old and already our boy has a kingly presence.
Wow, so it's been like 2+ years, 2.5 years.
Porridge with his hands.
Wow.
It will grow. We're quite a
None of it needs be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
Some of this dialogue actually sounds even better than Rings of Power. It's like, all right.
splendid. The whole
What the heck? Man, the clothing looks better. The clothing looks better. It just looks better than Rings of Power. It just does. I mean, this might be more of targeting the high Middle Ages instead of the Viking period, which is what Tolkien actually based his stuff on. And I'm not sure where George R. R. Martin drew inspiration from for his stories, for his epics here. If he placed them in the particular thing, I think he focused on, like, I think he actually talked at one point about reading up on the Wars of the Roses or the Hundred Years' War. So that would definitely place it more in the High Middle Ages. And so you would see more of that type of clothing, that sort of feel to the inspiration for the look, for the feel of the Game of Thrones series.
Along with late Lady Red Wine, waiting cake.
See, ladies can do it too. I mean, they just, yeah, jockey in for position. There you go. It's like, oh man, well played.
Thank you for the wine.
Nope. Nice try, bud.
Is that what I am to you? A prize to proffer about to the great houses.
How long has that dude been standing there? Like, he's just still there. Just he's just still there. Oh man.
Well, I thought you might have that in common.
Oh my god.
Since you came of age, I've been slowly drowning in a lake of parchment flung from every corner of the realm.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, this can't go. This can't be good. No. So I wonder if Viserys ever actually rode the dragons much. He doesn't seem like that type of king, to be honest. I have not read the books. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some backstory, and see if he actually did some of that.
You're great.
So is Rhaenyra and Sir Christian still out there? Or do they make it back? Oh, they're still doing stuff. Wow, they way out there. Oh, is she gonna see the real white heart? Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that is cool. That is cool. That is cool. Well done. Well played. Right in front of everybody. He's skinning a squirrel. He's peeling that squirrel apart like that. Yeah. Again, I say it's the pauses that just draw you in.
Lord Corlys and Prince Daemon are losing their war.
Badly, by all accounts.
Wow.
This is a plea for aid.
Wow.
Then why not send it?
Because it is a war started by two malcontents, unhappy with decisions I made.
He's lost 2 fingers. He's missing these 2 fingers. He's like this.
Perhaps that he is a good man who loves
So
his
2
brother.
years he's lost 2 fingers. So did he have a son by his lady friend in the meantime? Did he actually have a son? Don't know. I haven't seen anything about that yet. Did he make that happen or not? No. Are they still together? I have no idea. Did he marry her? No idea. Beg pardon, sir. Won't we hit our own troops? Yes. We'll hit theirs as well. See, who is this guy? I mean, I know he's a villain, but what's his beef with the kingdom, you know? Draw them all out. Shoot him! Shoot him! It's like, oh, crap. I'm just going to go back to my recliner now. Oh my gosh. Oh, holy crap. Greetings. This episode brought to you today by yours truly at Blue Mesa Studios. Please have a look at the links for Patreon. I'm also on Buy Me a Coffee and several other places that are shown on your screen. If you'd like to support the channel, that would really help me out a lot. Thank you for watching, and now on with the show. Dang. Dang. Man. Like, all right, we really doing this. Yeah, we really doing this. Man, that was awesome. And I heard good things about this episode, but yeah, it definitely lived up to it. And it's the dialogue played it pretty subtly, you know. So I mean, it's the dialogue. I mean, it's showing. It's not telling. I mean, the dialogue is written down here. They're not talking all the time. They're not talking about doing stuff. They're actually doing stuff. You know, I mean, it was a great feint there at the end, a fake out there at the end, and yeah, that was freaking awesome. Yeah, it's interesting that you've got the whole power dynamic change between the 2-year-old Aegon and Rhaenyra, those two forces of nature, if you will, now. And man, yeah, it definitely changes everything. So, and the cool thing was that at the end, the guys, the so-called rebellion, I don't know if they were up in open rebellion, but the Daemon and his group actually won without the king's help. So they had the king's blessing, but they didn't have the king's help, which, you know, that I mean, it just couldn't have gotten any better. That was like the best outcome for them, because if they had won without the king's blessing, and if you think about it, this is they even hinted at it, they even slipped it in there, because the one guy said, Daemon is why we are losing. So Daemon was playing this thing the whole time. So he was waiting Viserys out. He was waiting out his brother to get that blessing, to get the the positive vibes from Viserys. So yeah, he did it on purpose. So he, it was this tug of war, this almost stalemate was going on. And this crab feeder guy, I mean, he kind of knew it too, because I mean, how many guys could he have had in there? I mean, it couldn't have been that difficult. In one sense, I mean, what was the manpower behind his forces? I have no idea. I mean, I don't know what the numbers would have been. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. And it's like playing a balancing versus off balancing type of game, if you will. So yeah, Game of Thrones, season 1, episode 3. I'm really enjoying this show. Actually, I didn't know what to expect. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Game of Thrones person. Read the first book back in the day. Wow, going on like 3 or 4 years ago now. And some of the second book in the original Game of Thrones, and loved it. Loved it. The first book was awesome, and I think Martin had a clear idea. I think he worked on that book for a while, and he had a clear idea, a cohesive idea of at least that section of the story. So yeah, this is actually cool to see this coming together like this. And I mean, I'm into it. I like it. I would, not necessarily a review video, but more of a reaction video. But yeah, you wanna binge on something, you want to watch something, yeah, I'd recommend it. So yeah, Game of Thrones season 1, episode 3. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace out.